Before we get started, I'd just like to give a quick thanks to Sam Brothers and Alex Conlon and Stephen Dale Dickey for all this support. Good evening, friends, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, cousins, second cousins, third cousins, this way, but staff, faculty, and the sponsors. And welcome to the 2009 Fort Worth Country Day graduation ceremony. Graduation is an opportunity for you, friends, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, cousins, second cousins, third cousins, in case of the sponsor, faculty, staff, and the sponsors, to celebrate with us one of life's finest accomplishments. For the past couple of months, we as a class have gathered for numerous originals and alumni dinners in which we have discussed the impact that Fort Worth Country Day has left on 2009. However, at the risk of straying from tradition, I would like to spend the next couple of minutes discussing the impact that the class of 2009 has left on Fort Worth Country Day. What is our story? As fresh-faced 5 and 6-year-olds, we all began our educational careers equipped with rolling backpacks and thermoses full of chicken and star soup. I stood out as an over-optimistic lanky child with slight attention deficit disorder. Apparently some things never changed. I knew very few people, but was eager to make new friends and explore the world. From the very beginning, I shared an avid thirst for information. It just never really happened to be the information that my teachers wanted to give me. I'll admit, I had experienced a large number of academic struggles in my beginning years. However, my teachers never quit, and my parents never let me either, so here I stand before you, with the rest of my class. Sometimes, life just works out that way. Upon moving from lower school to middle school, one of the outstanding things we found was the opportunity for much more creative freedom. As we were given choices in our selection of fine arts, people truly seemed to find their calling. While many of my classmates found ways to express themselves creatively with a pen and brush, I immersed myself in the theater program. My mother thought it would help cure my stutter. I was thrilled to find an outlet that I could finally excel in. In my time on the CDF stage, I embodied a painter, a Russian, a ranch hand, a senator, an established 30-year-old, a school bully from Yonkers, and a humongous flower. My sophomore year, I was even awarded the coveted Shining Star Award, which still hangs in this college Davidino's room. In addition, I was also given the opportunity to participate in Back to the 80s, the Totally Awesome musical, which, thanks to its highly talented team of directors, all 2009, by the way, garnered the first school's Betty Buckley nomination for the best musical in 5 years. You're welcome. However, none of these relationships comes close to none of these accomplishments come close to the relationships that I've developed with the others in the theater program, with one relationship standing out in my life. Another freedom of our middle school experience was the opportunity to compete in athletics. In 7th grade, while other people immersed themselves in field hockey and track, I discovered the wrestling team. There I spent the next 6 years listening to Coach Murph say things to me like, Kyle, you better blank protect those blank of you. Slow the blank down or I'll blank do it for you. Blank. I'm going to stop for a second and say to Coach Murph and Coach Duke, if you two are here, that you are the 2 best coaches I have ever had. Simply due to the fact that you never work. Anyway, it seems that Murph and Tankred's coaching style paid off in the end, as we placed 3rd in SBC 2 years in a row and won the first baptist invitation this year. You're welcome. The class of 2009 has contributed to many Country Day's athletic achievements. Not only does the occasional team come home with a trophy to show off, but it seems that every Monday after SBC, Mr. Harrison comes to announcements with a story of a CDS athlete who acted above and beyond the call of duty in his display of sportsmanship. Even better, I think, than athletes in this program are the fans. One of my fondest memories from CDS is the baseball game in the spring of last year against Episcopal High School. The rowdy CDS fans walked into the bottom of the second inning with our Falcons down 2-0, and Episcopal's best favorite pitcher throwing on the mound. By the 7th inning, we had that same pitcher going into the dirt with cheers of, I'm in your head, number 9, and Sailor Arnold. We won the game 4-2, and subsequently won the tournament. You're welcome. It seems the most notable thing I've seen in my 13 years at Country Day is this sense of community. This has been inspired by unity both within the class of 2009 and the entire student body. I'm proud to say that my class built one of the greatest homecoming floats in the history of golf carts. The junior class of 09 nightclub, fully equipped with strobe lights, beacon lights, stereo, and sub machines. I've also seen people like Terry Schwab bring a U-Haul truckload of canned food drive to the middle school canned food drive. Not only in the spirit of philanthropy, but in class rivalry as well. I've seen people like Harry Hood back his car up to the left field fence at every baseball game and heckle the opposing outfield. I've seen people like Steve Blackwell win over the entire student body through kindness and intelligence alone. I've seen the entire Country Day community stand together and support one another in times of need and times of heartache, like so long for loved ones. This brings me back to my opening question. What is the Light to Do 2009? Well, I believe I just said it. It is rowdy fans of baseball games. It is totally awesome music. It is cutthroat canned food drives. It is off-topic homecoming floats. It is the elevation of ourselves and the others around us through love and trust. It is the legacy of 95 individuals who see the opportunity to lead and take it with no reservations. Sure, I would be inclined to agree with you if you were to tell me that Country Day has improved the members of 2009. But I also believe that the personalities and actions of that same class have dramatically improved Country Day. It is on this note that I would like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2009. What we have accomplished, both in the classroom and outside it, is nothing short of remarkable. Now is the time that we must lead to create our legacy elsewhere, in the areas of medicine, law, politics, agriculture, art, or wherever else our hearts may guide us. It has been a pleasure to spend my life with the last 13 years with some of the world's finest individuals. Thank you all.